Charleston, motherfucker. Whiter than the wine cellar. You can't drink no wine. The judge said no.
No, motherfucker.
So I'm just gonna
And they
drink.
watching everything I
And
do
I'm
too.
just gonna drink myself. Okay, here you go, brother. Look, okay.
Shit, I used to play like it when I was a kid.
So I'm drinking. He ain't. We gonna leave it like that. We don't want nobody trying to call in and get you arrested.
Cause that's how I got the cat charges.
What the hell? Why these glasses keep cracking? Let me see this. This is a cracked glass. Hey, give me another glass, y'all, please. Please.
Yeah, you know that's how I got the animal cruelty charge from somebody online watching me do this. And they called their police department, sent the video to their police department. Their police department sent it to the Fort Worth Police Department. This was in December 2020. So it was the beginning of 2021 when I got the call from Fort Worth Police Department. Said, hey, man, we got reports that you maced the cat. I said, man, y'all know goddamn well I ain't maced no cat. Y'all know I ain't that goddamn stupid. Y'all know me.
I was gonna say, you know.
Come on now, but what it was.
At least you weren't eating the cats, though.
No, so I had just bought this mace gun.
Okay.
So I just bought this badass mace gun. Let me cut these phones off.
Okay, cool.
I had just bought these badass mace gun. So it come with a water canister. So it come with a water canister for the tester, and it come with the mace canister. I had the water canister in there with the camera facing that way, squirting it at my cousin's cat. The water don't even hit the cat. But after I squirted, I turned the camera around on me and said, boy, I hate cats. Boy, every time I get mad at white folks, I mistreat cats and dogs. And that's what got me. Yeah.
So they locked you up. That's where the animal cruelty charge came at.
So, but this 2 years
and
later,
with the
though.
gun charge.
Yeah. So they waited till I got to the aggravated assault with the deadly weapon. So the aggravated assault with the deadly weapon was last year, December last year. The animal cruelty was a year before that. So they waited all that time.
So they did lock you up though.
Well, yeah. So I had court October the 10th. So I got locked up last year for these same charges. So I bonded out. So I had a $15,000 bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I had a $1,500 bond for animal cruelty to non-livestock, and it was a misdemeanor at the time.
Okay, I'm sorry to be drinking in front of you. I ain't
gonna
trigger nothing.
I'm tempted by weed.
Okay.
Yeah, that weed get me.
That's at the house.
Yeah. So
that's at the house. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, go ahead.
So when a nigga attacked me at the barbershop, they hit me with 2 aggravated assaults, but these 2 niggas come in with a gun and attack me while I'm asleep. I've been beefing with my police department, my local police department for a long time because my best friend's son killed a high-ranking police officer by the name of Officer Garrett Hull, highly respected in the community. I'm within the police department. I brought that up on a Cam Newton interview, and it dug up some old. So when I got back, that's when I had those warrants out for me. So they hit me with 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon, waited 2 years to put the animal cruelty on me. It went from a misdemeanor to a felony.
Bring the mic closer to you. So you can bring it this way.
Okay, so they know I'm gonna smoke weed. So they put me on bond conditions where I can't smoke weed. So I tested positive for marijuana after I got robbed in July. I was arrested in August, but didn't nobody know because I bonded out so fast. The only reason people know now, one of them little punk ass rappers was in jail with me. As soon as he bonded out, he called Say Cheese TV and told him. So nobody wouldn't have known. So I had court October the 10th. I had tested positive for marijuana a week before, so I already knew I had a warrant for me. So when I showed up for court, the judge made my bond insufficient and went off the bond and kept me for the weekend. But I got a marijuana card. So I got a marijuana card.
Yeah, let me see that card.
In the state of Texas.
Can you share it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, can you share the card? Can I use it under your name?
It's a real card. So I got a real.
I'm glad I got my reading glasses on. Yeah, you got it, and it expires 8/30/2025.
And if you see now, if the DPS, if the state troopers pull me over, they got a number to call.
Yeah.
To see that I'm in a database.
Right.
So I got a real prescription, but the judge didn't honor the card or the prescription.
It says this mentioned patient is currently an active patient of the Texas Medical Marijuana Doctors. Yeah. If you have any questions regarding their medical cannabis use, please call 844-832-HEMP.
And the judge said, I'm not adhering to none of that. And that's what I was locked up for.
And you still out there in Texas. I told, why you still in Texas?
Oh, man.
Well, you don't called out mob ties. You don't called out them FDGP people. Yeah. You got a lot of motherfuckers looking for you. Why you still out there?
Oh, man, that's my home. Who will run away from home? And then my family there.
But most you talked about this die when they get rich.
At home.
At home.
Yeah. That's always in the back of my mind. Yeah, that's all. I'm still a fool in some way to a degree.
I don't think you a fool. I mean,
I gotta be if I ain't left Texas. Well, when I tried to leave Texas, I came to Atlanta and got scammed.
Who scammed you in Atlanta?
You know that whole
I forgot about that. That's why I wanted him in the studio. So we don't do all that gang stuff that you be talking about, right?
Yeah, nah.
We cover, the love triangles, the scams like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see our platform.
They had a very elaborate scam.
They had a very
elaborate.
And I did say when we met up, because I've already personally apologized to you. I said I was gonna apologize to you publicly.
Yeah, and you did.
I did, but but I'm going to do it to you personally. I want to officially apologize for putting all your personal information out there as a way to get back at you.
Yeah.
And so we did receive the information from a woman who is now indicted.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's been sentenced yet.
She was given probation I guess she's going to test. She's playing victim, that she was a victim to Nesto as well, but Nesto was fucking her.
So we're talking about Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto.
Ernesto,
okay. She was Ernesto's
little side
bitch.
piece, yeah.
But she scammed for Ernesto.
Yeah.
Shirley Strawberry's husband, who worked under Steve Harvey, still works under Steve Harvey.
And you can't tell me Shirley with the strawberry letter wasn't in on it, because every time I was over there with her and he came, it's like
they came. So Shirley Strawberry was always with Ernesto when they came. Yeah, when they came trying to scam you.
And so when you first started seeing me on YouTube, they had me in a 3-story mansion with the elevator in it. So Shirley would come over as well. Nesto would always come over and just sit back and be real kind of reserved. Ask certain questions, but he was trying to read me. But he sicked her on me. They picked me out. So
you talking about the Erica girl?
Yeah.
What's her last name again?
Erica King.
Erica King. Yeah, I thought it was Gaines King.
And her dad is a real estate mogul. He was a real estate mogul in Atlanta. So he had just died maybe a year before that. So he was a very, very well-known man.
And we talking about Ernesto's side chick.
Little side piece, Erica King.
Okay, that caught the indictment with him.
Yeah, she got probation. She got probation. I seen on the news probably about 6 months ago.
She got probation, but she was running the entire scam for him?
Yeah.
And so basically she's agreed to testify against him to send him to jail.
Yeah.
So Shirley Strawberry is now divorced from him. She finally divorced him.
To protect herself, but she was in, man, you can't tell me they wasn't in on that shit. You can't tell me that, man. It was too...
Well, how did they scam you? What was it? Tell me about it. How'd you meet them?
So I was going viral during the pandemic. So right in the middle of the pandemic, I get this phone call and saying, you about to miss your wave. I'm like, what wave? I'm making $16,000 a month on YouTube. Fuck the wave you talking about. She said, how soon can you get to Atlanta? We want to sign you to an agency, to a management agency. We think you can do acting. They wanted to groom me at the beginning to go against Kevin Samuels. But they said media training. So I'm thinking media training. Okay, maybe this is what they go through to try to see whatever they need to see. So they flew me to Atlanta, picked me up in a Rolls Royce. She had an older man that was around too, and he was playing like the butler. Yeah, he was playing like the butler. I get to Atlanta, first time ever in Atlanta. I'm standing outside. I see that Rolls Royce over there. See him standing out there like the butler, and get a call, say I'm in the white car. I'm saying, in that Rolls Royce? So we done already, kind of FaceTime each other. And I see that at that time, she had just got a BBL. I don't know what happened in jail, but boy, she had a motherfucking BBL, had a nice little body on her.
I was gonna say the Erica I saw don't look like she had her body done.
Man, she had just got a BBL, right?
Now, mind you, I do want to throw a little curveball in here. Didn't Erica King, or Ernesto's mistress, scam Shawty Shaw?
Yeah, they got him for his mama house.
The comedian Shawty Shaw.
His mama got out the hospital and she was living in Shawty mama's house, and they were gangster with it. They took Shawty mama's house.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
So the butler's standing out by the car. They open the door for you.
Open the door for me. I get in. She dressed like the love and hip hop housewife. I got on a little old Muhammad Ali, a cool suit that I had got at the mall at one of them nigga stores.
This a movie.
Yeah, and I got the dreads, and I'm saying, well, shit, man, I might, and she presenting herself like what they look like.
Okay.
So, soon as we get back to the house, she immediately go into something seductive. So she went and put on some nice little shorts so niggas see them ass cheeks hanging. So I'm saying, shit, nigga, I'm gonna keep it player. I ain't even gonna on her. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know it'll mess it up. Shit, about after 3-4 days, we were sleeping together, but we wasn't having sex.
So you did smash.
Yeah, I fucking shit out of her.
You couldn't resist.
Well, I'm thinking it's a millionaire bitch. I'm finna knock me a millionaire hoe. And, she asking me, I'm gonna send some money back to the wife to make this right, is what I'm saying. But I'm finna get this rich bitch. Okay. I ain't never no rich bitch. So I'm thinking it's her house. I'm thinking this is her $1 million house with the elevator in it. She got a Rolls Royce in the garage. She got a Lamborghini. They had a Benz truck, and they had a Wraith.
And this is all Shirley Strawberry husband during that
stuff. And they showing me titles to the.
Oh.
Because Sauce Walka had just bought a Rolls Royce from the Savage. Sauce Walka had just bought a Rolls Royce and done a bunch of work to it. So that's what made her show me the titles to these Rolls Royces. She said he must got a Savage Rolls Royce. So that's how they would get me. In the movie Shaka Zulu, when Shaka Zulu got tricked, he was thinking to himself, and one of the first questions he said, how do you trap a monkey with shiny objects? I was a monkey being trapped by the shiny objects. The little country boy, ain't never been to Atlanta. This Black Hollywood tours. So I'm caught up in what I'm seeing. So I'm 90 days in before I realized they might be playing on you. Because it was always keeping me on the inside and having access to my information, my social media platform.
So you gave them access to everything.
I signed the contract. And so with the contract, I gave them a copy of my driving license. Social Security, like a job, for taxes purposes. Yeah. But so
that's how she was able to send me everything.
Yeah. So it's like a job. So I'm like it's like a job, right?
Yeah.
Me and her had an argument about something. It's a rapper by the name of PGF Shout out of Atlanta. He had booked me to do a intro and an outro to a rap song called Statistics. And he paid me, I think it was $6,000, because she cashed out me $3,000. And then she said she'll pick the $3,000 up in cash on the back end and give it to me when I get there. Would have kept the money. So I break bad on her. So that's how we fell out. Where my money at? You say no. So she got mad and tried to put me out. So I caught an Uber to KOD, got my bags and went to KOD and went partied and then left. That's what made me go back home. Man, let me look at this contract. I signed an outdated contract. That's when the red flag came on. That's when they started trying to extort me and do all other kind of shit. So they had built my social media platform up. I'm thinking I'm growing these followers on my own, but they paying the bot followers. I didn't come from
all these views you were getting on these platforms.
No, not views. So when I went from Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I had never been on Instagram before I met Erica now. I had never been on Instagram. I was always a Facebook because I was doing millions of views on Facebook. Then I went from Facebook learning how to monetize YouTube at the beginning of the pandemic. They catch me in the middle of the pandemic, right when I'm booming on YouTube.
Yeah, you were booming.
Yeah, I was booming on YouTube.
You and Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, so I was booming on YouTube. So she get me booming on YouTube. So one of the first thing they did, they got me for $20,000 of my YouTube check.
Because she moved the account over to her name.
Yep. And they had, they had a fake marriage certificate, like me and her were married.
Because that's how she reached out to me and told me she was your wife.
Had my wife tripping, baby. I ain't married to no other baby. What? No, man, I got the sweetest wife in the world, man. No, baby, that bitch lying.
She had your social security number. She had your credit report.
Yeah.
She was like, look at the car he driving. Look at the credit report. See the car. She was like, I know everything. And I was just like, why would his wife? Because, I've been married a long time. I would never put my husband out there like that.
No.
So, but, it's social media war.
And that was good. Yeah, I was putting that coffee on her. I was taking that souped up coffee to Atlanta, acting like it was my real meat. You know what I'm saying? It's natural Viagra I normally take when I want to impress a woman. So yeah, I'm showing
I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, I'm showing up with that coffee, sweet and, I done cut the dreads off to try to impress her. Because in my mind, it's a rich man. I'm bragging about it. I done knocked the rich. And so
whole time she getting rich off you and other niggas like you.
Yeah, so she didn't just get me, shouted. They got some NFL rookies. They got some basketball players. But what happened, they ended up getting a lady who was in the real estate business. And that was the tip of the iceberg when they got her. She was an older black lady that they had got. But now me and her having sex. And the butler man is listening to all this. I don't know if I'm saying, man, is that her husband? But the way she treat him like he a butler. And he jumping as if he the butler. Man, they were running circles around me, but I'm new to the internet shit, and I'm thinking all this legitimate. Yeah, I'm thinking all this legitimate. So we having Thanksgiving dinner together in the name of I'm here for media training. And Ernesto would just come, sit back and check things out. And boy, they were ciphering me. Yeah, they were ciphering me.
So he would just come over and act like he was...
Yeah.
What would he look like? Because I heard he's like when you meet him, he's very...
He's a handsome old...
Very demure.
He's very demure. Very, legs crossed. Yeah. Very reserved.
Yeah.
And he's a handsome old looking nigga, so I can see how he can play on the young hoe. And I think at the time...
And the older women.
Yeah. And I think he was opening up like some type of barbershop at the time, a male kind of like grooming barbershop for men. He had it down to the T. Yeah, he had it down. And he wouldn't talk much. She did all the talking. He wouldn't talk much. But they gave me access to Shirley. She pull up, he driving the Bentleys, and Shirley and her friends in the back. So I'm saying, man, what kind of shit is this? Maybe, so
you met Shirley Strawberry?
Yes. At that house.
And he her. So he Erica. You Erica.
Yeah.
He Shirley Strawberry.
Yeah.
And they all you.
Rawly. Yeah, rawly. Like a motherfucker. Rawly.
This is crazy that you were at the center of this whole scam and I had no idea.
And I had no idea until I did the Young Jock Morning Show. And me and Shawty having this conversation on air. Live. And I'm saying, nigga, that sound like the same bitch I was dealing with. So when we come off live, I show him a picture. He said, yeah, that's her. And then maybe 2 weeks after that, I got contacted by the detectives. Say that they've been looking for me. Yeah.
Because they found maybe your information.
They found, she had all of my nonprofit information. So I was running, but when she met me, I was running my nonprofit, Hyped About Hype Youth Outreach. So she had all of my nonprofit paperwork. She had all of the letters and certificates from the Texas Juvenile Justice Department because they was opening up other nonprofits in my name, stealing money. So they just wasn't getting me for my YouTube shit. They was going to open up other nonprofits. They was getting apartments in my name. They was opening businesses in my name. So yeah, they were doing some.
I don't see how she just got probation if she was
because she's playing victim. Because they making him out to be like a monster predator. Because
a mobster. Because he has obviously, from what I read, given his background, he's done this before.
Okay.
He's scammed before, 30 years prior. But he's been out and he's been able to kind of test the waters. Apparently, he's a bigamist. He had a wife that he did not divorce. Shirley found out. So basically, him and Shirley were never really technically legally married if you're still married legally to another woman. It was so much that came out on YouTube, but you were the missing, like you kind of really, like the way that you saw it and it was elaborately broke down. I think this is the first time people are really kind of getting an insight into how this entire scam was going. Because I always said, as a wife, we know our husbands. We know who they fuck.
Goddamn right.
Where you been? What you smell like? We know everything. And the fact that Shirley Strawberry is trying to play like she didn't know, and I'm like, but you benefited. So a lot of the money that they stole from you went towards her lifestyle.
Yeah. And so Erica ended up playing like she was victimized by him, as if she was also a victim. But no, she was a co-conspirator. Because she would get upset because she slipped up and said, he's gonna be mad at me. He's gonna come in. He's calling me stupid motherfucker. Because she tried to play on me like she got pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, she tried to play on me like she got pregnant.
She too old to get pregnant, ain't she?
Man, I know that.
I was like, Erica.
But they going to a prenatal place or wherever they going, taking pictures and sending this as if she's really pregnant. So she's trying to get me to think she's pregnant. But man, bitch, that ain't my baby.
So she was trying to pay, like, what, extort you to get
she's trying to extort me, yeah.
How much did she want to get rid of the non-existent baby?
She wanted to keep it. And then that was going to tie me down to sending money that I make to her. So they went and got another house with a pool in it. And yeah. So at one point in time, I thought it was mine. Then I had to think, man, I ain't been nothing in that bitch. That whole line. I was, man, I ain't been nothing in that hole.
So you put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, how you know she didn't wipe it up and put it back inside?
They can get pregnant like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that. Yeah, I ain't know that. I ain't know motherfucker.
Yeah,
do that
now
too.
you know.
Yeah,
now you know.
So, she was pressing too hard about money for them to be this millionaire in this house. So she would show me checks. So she had me thinking that her dad left them some money, and I'm sure he did. But for some reason, she couldn't cash these $20,000 checks, these $18,000 checks. So I'm thinking, okay, this is my little bitch. Here go $2,000. That $2,000 was going to him. So when I didn't give him no money, she started almost acting as she was afraid of that. So what you mean he calling you stupid? I thought you called him uncle. Y'all gotta be f***ing. She started showing fear of him, but she was working on behalf of him. I don't think he was physically abusive. I think he was more verbally abusive. Because she would say, man, he calling me stupid because I done got pregnant by you and he did. So she was more afraid of the verbal abuse that he was putting down on her. Because I never saw any bruises, never nothing, anything like that.
So you think he was really verbally abusing her?
Yeah. His aura, his aura said that. Yeah, his aura said
So he never really talked to you?
Mm-mm.
But he just allowed you to kind of see
he was
this lifestyle.
So they had a big old long table. So me and her would sit right here and we eating on, like in the castle, man, they got gold plates. And so it's real lavish. She would sit right here, I'm sitting right here, and he would always sit at the end of the table and just cross his legs, and she would ask the question. They had a whole little board as if I were going through the media training. So they had it set up like I was really going through media training. She would have a hairstylist. She would have one of the Love and Hip Hop hairstylists do her nails every Friday and they would shred $20 and put real $20 worth of shredded bills in her nails. That what made me think, man, he picking some money like a motherfucker. I'm coming back home bragging like a bitch. I got a bitch up her. And I damn near want to tell my wife, baby, I'll be back. I'm going to leave you for, I really want to do this. I'm thinking they got some money. And they were getting my money. Yeah, they were.
So she was shredding them $20 bills of your money and putting them in her nails.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a lot of use because I had so many women contact me saying that they sent money to Ernesto. Basically, he would, flirt with them. A couple of them had him on recording and he would flirt with them. Let me see your titties. Let me do this. Let me get 500. And it was something pertaining to like some RV company that he owned. So like basically he would fake like they were going to invest in these RV companies, but the company was really non-existent. There were no RVs. So yeah, anything he could tell them that he was going to help them with, and they would do it. A lot of them would know that he was married to Shirley and didn't care. A lot of them didn't know, but he ran scams on any and everybody.
Yeah, the handsome old that can talk good, and he talk. He spoke softly, kinda. But you got to think. I remember because I used to listen to Steve Harvey Morning Show every morning out of Dallas when he was in Dallas. When Shirley first met him, she was super excited about meeting this. And Steve didn't want him. They just ain't gonna let anybody into the circle. So Steve vetted him. They talked about it on the radio. He had to go through Steve to ultimately get the approval to get at Shirley.
But he said it didn't work like that.
Bullshit. Man, if you can go back and listen to the archive.
That's why everybody had said that it was Steve that
he vetted him.
Introduced him.
He vetted him. 6 months after her and I meeting, I would hear them talking about trying to get Steve a private plane, a private jet. He was trying to get his own private jet. She took me to Miami to go get more Bentleys and more, I don't know what they was doing. But me and her went to Miami and stayed at this luxurious resort. And she disappeared for a day. Never called, didn't come back, no nothing. So I booked my flight back home. I said, man, I'm quit with that bitch. She must got another. So 2 weeks after that, that's when she called and said she was pregnant, but they playing on me. But they was coming down here scamming for cars. Scamming for the Turo cars.
How were they doing that?
I don't know. I don't know, because when she came back, when I came back, she had the titles to these salvage cars. I don't know what they was doing. I just know they had titles to these luxurious cars.
And this is the car that she probably, one of the cars that she probably pulled up to greet you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I don't
and she would go send me back home with a Lamborghini truck. Man, I would go drive the Lamborghini. Yeah, this was good. Yeah.
You gonna drive it back from Atlanta to Texas?
To Texas, as thinking this is mine, they getting for me. I couldn't wait to get in that stolen motherfucker, not knowing it's stolen, and ride back home. Boy, this bitch done got me because I'm thinking this bitch got money. I'm thinking they got money. Yeah. So,
how your wife feel? Because you do be like, you be outside. How your wife be feeling about you being outside like that? If I was your wife, I would cut your off.
Well, my wife know I ain't sleeping with everybody. She know what kind of she married. For the most part, I ain't no freaking. I ain't trying to everything. But man, I to get ahead. I was just trying.
You almost the renter.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to.
And what happened?
I come when she was dancing on me, so there wasn't no need to fuck.
You came?
Hell yeah, wait, she that much. I could feel it. They were warm on through them jeans. Boy, we were hunching, and she would whisper, "Man, shit, I don't take much to turn it on." And I was excited.
I forgot you were old.
Man.
Y'all ain't trying to please nobody.
No,
y'all trying to get pleased.
Yeah, man. You saw how she was grinding and thrusting, man, and she trying to feel the head of it, and it's stretching. It's stretching, and you saw what she was doing.
Well, she a Muslim now. You should have hit her before she converted.
I'm proud of her.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm proud of her. So we went out that night. So me and her went actually.
Oh, after that?
Yeah, we went out that night. We went to Playhouse.
Okay.
We kind of made out a little bit. Shannon Briggs looked over in the corner and said, "Yo, champ, get a room." But she was super drunk by the end.
Nobody knew about that you took her out.
Well, I don't kiss and tell, but now she Muslims and I can repent now. So we went to Playhouse. We had fun, made out in the corner, didn't have sex. We were very much attracted to each other. It's the polarization that she was turned on by. The polarizing figure.
Cause she likes polarizing. She like polarizing figures. That's why she got a baby by who she got a baby by, and that's why she date who she dates. So
and she tried to handle me like a sucker till we got in that corner. Yeah, I ain't one of them kind of.
What happened when you got in the corner? What y'all did? What happened?
Well, she's sexually she's dominant. That's why she was able to get on. Most women aren't that dominant to do that, but she is. So a weak man would give in to that. Man, I ain't giving in now. That's why I laid back and put my hands up.
Because I was gonna say that's an easy charge now.
Well, I'm a player, so I know how to play. I'm a player, so and I ain't weak for.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to get me with conversation.
But you said you came though.
Man, that's because I was excited. I done calmed off lap dancing before going to the club, getting a 4-minute song. Grinding on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you finna get my husband in trouble now.
He can't come off lap dance. I'm known to do that.
Look at Shay, like interview's over. This talking too much.
No, listen to me. You imagine going to go get a lap dance.
Okay.
And it's sitting up on your belly. And she grinding up and down on it. You can feel that warmness. You can feel the motherfucking panties getting wet. And y'all looking each other in the eyes. Man, one more song, baby. Come on. These 3-4 minute songs.
So you pay for lap dances?
I don't anymore. That's when I was in my young day because I know I come. So I don't do myself like that.
Okay.
So I'm going to be a gentleman. I'm going to throw the money in there. I ain't sticking my finger nowhere. So I'm in a strip club every night. That's why you don't hear no women saying nothing bad about me. I'm in a strip club almost every night all over this country.
Ain't that how you got shot? Like you shot yourself in the leg in the strip club? Was I not supposed to say that? Would we cut that out?
Well, yeah. I accidentally shot myself in the leg in a strip club, but they ain't got no proof of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, I don't have security. So I bought this gun.
Okay.
My wife bought me this credit card gun. And it's about the size of a credit card. So that's my little pocket rocket. And I normally sneak it in the clubs. Okay. So I go to the club, I see a bunch of just sitting in the VIP section with girls just looking at me. And I'm with a little female and my partner. So I'm saying, man, why do you just sitting there staring at me and they got girls over there? So I cock it. I pull it back, but it's a hair trigger gun. So, and it's a one-shot hair trigger, little 22. It got long range 22 bullets. So I normally have it in my right pocket because I'm right hand.
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna roll some weed up. So I put it in my left pocket.
Okay.
I sit down and get ready to roll that weed and say, God damn, the weed in this pocket. Boy, I reach in that pocket and my thumb hit the trigger. Pow! And everybody, the music is loud, but they heard it. Man, that motherfucker hit me. Now, I went into shock. It
wasn't close to your way.
No. It hit my leg right here. So it went in.
Oh,
yeah, so it went in here.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, so
it went in and went out.
Yeah, it went out. So
okay, turn your chair back around, get back in front of the mic. We gotta make sure we get
so
that video.
So I'm an irresponsible gun owner at this time when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, man, that bullet done went somewhere. I'm trying to make sure ain't nobody got hit. So I look around and my body went into shock.
Because you were losing blood, obviously. Yeah.
So I look at my partner and said, I think I shot myself. But I don't want nobody to know because I'm embarrassed. So I sit for about a minute and I go to feeling that blood running down that mother. I gotta go, nigga. Cause I know that leg, I know some people done died from leg shots.
Yeah.
So I rushed to the hospital.
Especially if you hit a vein, a major vein.
Yeah. I rushed myself to the hospital.
And you was good. They was able to, okay. You left the next day?
That day. Because now they want to know who shot you. Now the police with me. Yeah, and now I got to admit that I shot myself. But I can't tell these people I shot myself in the club because it's against the law to take a gun.
You can say it was somebody else's gun.
Well, it was a skit. I was a skit.
Yeah, it was a skit. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever really talked. I mean, people have kind of known, but they didn't really know.
I wouldn't get no detail.
Yeah. Well,
because I want the internet to believe what they believe.
You do be with the internet a lot. Yeah, you really do. Like,
because the truth ain't the truth anymore. People don't want the truth. People want you to give them a truth. So the truth is what you can make people believe now.
The truth is perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
And perception is
it true
reality.
You sold pork to Muslims?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And I did that to my partners. Them old penitentiary ass going in there Christian, eating pork and coming back out hollering about I don't eat pork no more. I can taste pork, and if I eat pork, my blood, okay. And then beef prices were going up during that time. So I'm going to the meat market buying beef. That brisket that got up to $120.
Because you used to sell barbecue on the side of the road, right?
Yeah, well, at the Classic Lady. At the class. So we had so my old man Pops got a club he had for 15 years. It was a gambling shack after hours. So I sold barbecue, and that's how I would pay the kids to come clean up in the neighborhood. Yeah, so the city started with me. That's why they took my barbecue pit. But now,
but you were selling pork to Muslims.
Yeah, in the middle of the night though. I wasn't catching the good Muslims. I wasn't selling pork in the daytime. I only sold it them coming to the club, hollering assalamu alaikum. I sold it to the Muslim that party. Them. That's why I don't feel bad. The bullshit ass nigga. Yeah, bullshit ass nigga.
You're supposed to be in the house. You supposed to be praying. Your last prayer, you supposed to go to sleep.
Go. Yeah, you ain't got no business out here, nigga.
I got you. I'm glad you got into comedy because when I was talking to your fake wife Erica, Ernesto mistress, she told me that they was trying to help you build a comedy tour.
They were.
Yeah, and so this is something that you've always wanted to do.
Yeah, even as a kid, I used to mimic Red Fox and Richard Pryor.
I can see that all over.
And I was a mannish little mother. From hanging around my uncles that were pimps and things. My granddad had a barbershop. So I was the kid who mimicked grown folks and get my ass tore up for, speaking like grown folks.
Yeah. I could so see that because the whole spirit on you.
Yeah, my mama
I saw a lot of your comedy shows and stuff like that, and they funny as hell.
And I was with Eric Young for a while.
Yeah, I know. He managing me now.
I know. I called him yesterday, told him, nigga, I want back in. You asked for I want back in. Put me and Tasha on the show. I called him as soon as, matter of fact, he called me.
He did.
He called
shout
me.
Out to Eric.
Yeah, shout out to Eric, man, good brother.
Yes.
He called me right after the jail situation just to check on me. And then,
that's good.
And then after
we was all calling. I was like, he locked up, and I was like, what animal is this? What the hell?
And I heard you say these are look like they some old charges.
That's what I said.
That's why. Come on. Don't know you. My manager. He
was so rude to me. I was like, sir, I'm calling to get the story.
Everybody's scared of you, but he don't know who you is, so he just thinking you motherfucking bull.
No, I was trying. So I was like, listen, I'm going to put out what his manager said. His manager said it's old, so I'm going to put that out. And
I tried to fly me in so y'all can meet each other.
I was like, you got to be related the way he was talking shit. I said, yeah, he from Charleston team. I don't know, put out what the you want to put. I was like, sir.
And that's my childhood friend.
So Lord Jesus. Well, bottoms up. Listen, I ain't had no heart. I said, he probably hit me when he get out.
Yeah, well, Most people wouldn't expect you to do your due diligence, but they don't know you really do your due diligence.
I do.
They don't know that.
I get cussed out all the time doing my due diligence.
You really do your due diligence.
Yeah.
So because you go so depth with it,
people off.
There you go, man. Cause you had some shit on my man. Man.
I know.
I'm mad the mother. But bitch, I don't give a damn about no credit. I don't put my credit score out there. Credit score.
So funny.
Yeah, boy, I'm mad the mother.
My logistics manager, Jason, I'm on Charleston White done called and cussed you out. You want to talk to him? I said, not right now. Let him calm down. I get cussed out every day. People don't know that. Like, I swear to God.
People don't know you really
White 100 actually rolled past, recorded himself riding past my building here, talking about, oh, this Pyru. I said, this Pyru, why you ain't come upstairs and have a glass of wine? You fat ass. Your ass still in the air online. That bitch, you mad?
On his belly.
On his belly.
With his toes pointing at the ground.
Up.
Wasn't in the bed with his toes down. Boy, nigga, everything go.
Whack 100.
Yeah. How you get everybody gay secrets?
That's what I'm saying. Only gay know everybody gay secrets.
Only gay
know everybody gay secrets. Because my gay friends put me on.
Because that's the first thing I said. Who trusting this with the gay vault? Who trusting? What gay person trusting this with the gay vault?
That part. I told that the next time you ride past, bitch, make sure you come on upstairs or tell me to come downstairs. I'm gonna let you do whatever the fuck you want to do in the police department right across the street. You know where the police department is, right there. They love a good big belly, fat ass nigga
especially
to put in Broward County jail. He ain't been back here since.
On gang file, any gang member.
Fact,
so they go.
His cracker friend Adam 22 called me, come do a show.
He been
I dragged
up.
that so bad. He was like, I ain't tell Wack you was coming. I said, you should have told him.
I told him, only way I'm gonna do a Adam 22 show if Wack got to be there, so me and him look each other face to face.
He ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Wack ain't gonna look in like
But come to Dallas though.
And them Pyrus, them gangs, don't even with him like that.
I know.
I don't even know why he be hollering that.
He too gangster.
No.
He too gangster to be a real gangster. He too motherfucking gangster to be a real gangster.
He talk too much.
Yeah.
Like that, real gangsters don't talk too much.
But listen, I told my when I said, nah, homie, I said, if she made that call to you, and I told her this from jail, I said, nah, she wasn't being messy. Nah, she wasn't being, she was calling to get a real story to give up. Yeah. But I didn't know all the blogs had put it out there like it was some new charges.
No, I ain't put it out there until after I talked to you.
Because I lost the comedy show because they thought, white people don't play by dogs and cats.
No,
yeah, you can kill a black baby all day long, but you hurt a cat, they go, so I had a comedy show pull.
Where? What city?
Tallahassee, Florida, family weekend.
You should have called Eric to fix that for you.
I did. I'm
at the Moon Club.
At the Moon Club.
Damn,
they pulled
bro,
me.
that's old school. I'm from Panama City, Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, them people was excited to see me.
I know they were. Yeah. I ain't even been through the Tallahassee yet. They cussing my ass out. Talking about how you ain't been to your hometown. I said, die in their hometown. I ain't trying to die yet. Yeah. Okay.
But nah, I had I hit Eric up the other day, and I said, nah, man, when I get back from Detroit and Miami, I'm gonna call you so we can sit down and let's reconnect with this. Cause he had me set.
Yeah, he'll keep you booked and busy. He's about his business. I like that.
I love him.
And I don't play around by my business.
I had a manager that kind of was in the way of it. You know what I'm saying? Cause he was dealing with, even though he talked to me and him talked as brothers, but he dealt with her for the bookings and all of that. So that's kind of where everything went bad.
You talking about with Erica?
Nah, Erica wasn't my manager at the time.
Okay.
I went and got Juanita. That's when Juanita was my manager.
Oh, I think I spoke to Juanita a couple times too.
You did.
You not with her no more? Y'all fell out too?
They was the one that posted my side chick.
Yeah, they gave me information on YouTube.
Yeah, they the one posted my side chick.
All your managers call me.
When they get mad. Because they make good money with me.
I think she was the one that called me. And she said that you were, the only money you had coming in at the time was the bail bonds ad.
Oh, that was Dr. O.
Now, damn, that was another manager?
All these my friends. All these were my friends, and I made them my managers. So after Erica...
You gotta stop making your friends your
That's
managers.
what I was... So after Erica, I ain't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? After Erica, man, I ain't trust nobody. And I didn't... Yeah, I ain't trust nobody. So it wasn't until Eric Young came along that I started having, because he has an agency that could kind of guide us.
Eric he's legitimate.
Yeah, so he was able to give us some guidance and some structure. But I got a manager who ain't never managed before. And how Dr. O Dr. O, all of them started trying to befriend my wife. So that's how they would, these my friends.
Yeah, Dr. O was the one that gave me the pictures of your wife. Because your wife wasn't posted nowhere. I think I exclusively...
My wife don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't go to
exclusively
clubs.
Posted her, and she was telling me that you was, she had gave me some videos of you cussing your wife out, calling her a fat bitch and bitch, let's go. And
in the mall. I ain't called...
It was in Walmart,
so,
actually.
No. We was at Northeast Mall, Christmas shopping at Christmas time. And when I met my wife, I was a financially struggling, single black father.
Okay.
Working with poor kids in the community. So how I met my wife, she would show up in my backpack school supplies and donate money. Mm-hmm. Her personality and who she was. When I first met her, I said, boy, I'm gonna marry you. She said, man, I ain't never getting married. And her family thought she was too successful, that she wasn't gonna ever get married at 51 years. She was 50 at the time. Now, let me see, she was late 40s because we finna be married 5 years. So she didn't think she would ever get married. And she said, what about love? Man, I ain't marrying for love. I'm marrying out of purpose. We're equally yoked. You compliment me as a man. Totally opposite of who I am. Raised by your father who's a preacher, so you understand a man. So my wife's family don't like me. Sister hate me, mama hate me, and they feel like I'm just using her for money.
I think Dr. O said her daughter can't stand you either.
No, can't stand
Until
me.
y'all got into a fight.
She hit me and I slapped the shit out of her. She slapped me, I slapped her back.
See how much family business I get on mother. He just confirmed because I'm saying, no way he slapped that lady daughter.
Man, I was standing there.
You slapped your wife's daughter.
She shit me first. And my reaction, pop. That was my reaction. And she went back and she drove 20 minutes away and came back shooting. Bow. I called the police. A bitch, I'm saying that hoe come back. Hell yeah, I called the police. I just didn't press charges. But when I met my wife, she saw the potential. Mm-hmm. Our first date, she took me to Denny's after Thanksgiving.
She took you out.
She took me to Denny's after Thanksgiving. And I didn't have the money to pay for it, and she slid me her card up under the table so wouldn't nobody see it. I moved to California, and I landed a job at a Diamonddale Adolescent Group Home. I landed my dream job working with kids. The Uber in the California expenses was killing me where I couldn't save no money. And my wife called one day, and I was sounding sad. She said, what's wrong? I said, man, I can't, because I don't want to ask no woman for no money, man, unless I'm trying to pimp on a bitch, but I can't do this woman. So she said, what's wrong? I said, man, I'm having a hard time. She said, what are you? I said, I'm trying to buy this Honda, but it costs like $2,500. I ain't got nothing but $1,000. She Walmart to Walmart me $1,500. So my wife was, and we courting at the time. So when I moved back to Texas, I had started selling knockoff purses, polos, just trying to get me a little hustle.
You a real hood nigga.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I was going back and forth to Beverly Hills, flying back to Texas with the knockoffs on the plane. So my wife saw that. And then I started booking the LA, the gangbanging to come to Texas to do like speaking engagements. Mm-hmm. So we making money off that. So my wife invested $20,000, walked out the bank, gave me $20,000 cash to invest in what I was trying to do.
And so you sitting here is because of her.
Yeah, so I showed her that if she give me her money, that for one, I'm gonna take this money and go make some money. And I didn't f the money off. So that's why she believed in me. Yeah.
How long y'all been married?
5 years in March.
Oh wow. And y'all been dating for how long?
We dated for 9 months before we got married. Okay. Yeah.
Now a lot of people would consider you a Dusty. What they call them online? Like the
one she met me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm no different than hell yeah. Yeah. I'm the acrimony. I'm the nigga in acrimony. Yeah. The nigga with all the bright ideas. Yeah. But yeah, I was Dusty, but boy, I was Dusty with a lot of potential.
So why can't you commit fully to her then?
I do commit fully, but I'm a man. I commit. I'm a committed man, but I'm a man with flaws.
Because Dr. O had gave me your side that she was an OnlyFans star at the time. You was taking her down there to see when you was doing your interviews with Tony the Closer, another scammer.
Boy, they giving you all my motherfucking business, wouldn't you? My wife knew about her. She didn't accept it. I try to keep it separated, but when you got people like that, just put in, and she talking to my wife. Oh. Dr. O, she's befriending my wife. Okay. And she's making my wife think that me and her messing around. But Dr. O wanted to mess with me too. And
Joe, what is it about you that the ladies love? Is it that I'm married, so yeah.
I'm very charismatic and charming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very charismatic and charming.
Right. And what do you do for women that they make you want to, like, even though you're charismatic and charming, like, how do you make them, even though you're charismatic, like, how do you make them feel? Do you make them feel motivated? Do you make them feel, I mean, you had Brittany Renner just put her whole, she ain't had no panties on that day, did she?
Man, you don't hear how I talk in them interviews when I'm serious? So imagine when I'm getting serious in a conversation and without the character, the intellect, my mind, man, they fall in love with my mind, and I'm really a gentleman. If you make me mad, shut up. That's only when I'm mad. But man, when I ain't mad, but this what made me quit calling my wife a bitch, because that's normally how I talk to all my women. Okay, my wife don't cuss, so it was.
Shaq, don't get any ideas. Okay,
so let me just say this. So I met my baby mama when she was in high school.
She's a white girl.
She's Hispanic. She Mexican.
Okay, because I was like, you got Latina kids. Yeah, so white, biracial.
Yeah, so she's Mexican. She's a Spaniard. So I met her fresh out the boys' home. So I had just come home at 21. So I've been dealing with. I'm a strip club nigga. So I've been dealing with strippers. I've been with strippers. I've been trying to pimp and play. So I've been with hoes. Mm-hmm. I ain't really had no lady. I've been with women you can call with you too, and don't offend them. Mm-hmm. But here I done got with a woman that ain't never been called a by a man. So because I'm financially, my insecurity is I know she make more than me. That's every black man.
That is very courageous of you to say online.
That was my insecurity.
Most would never admit that.
Man, when we get into an argument, I'm feeling insecure because she make more than me. Man, she got a Benz truck. She bought me a S550 Benz. She bought me a 750 Li. She in this big old house. Man, she was at that time, she had just got so my wife went from running a daycare. She was modeling as a young person, went from running a daycare, doing taxes, and all of a sudden, I don't know if she was rebelling against her father or what, but she's a lady. She just all of a sudden went and got a hazmat license and started driving trucks. And at that time, she was driving for a company that does crude oil and gas. So she's making some good money.
Yeah, that's a risk-taking job.
Yeah, so she's making some good money. Man, one time she sat at the terminal and probably made $20,000 that week because she was just sitting at the terminal. So that's an insecurity, right? For a man. You can't run me because you make more money, but that's what I'm secretly dealing with. So anytime we had a disagreement, that was my way to belittle her. To make her become inferior. You better shut up talking to me. Got me fucked up, bitch, because I'm feeling inferior because she make more than me. And I know I ain't making no kind of money right now.
But she forgave you every time. Y'all are still together.
Still to this day. And so this what made me quit. Man, I called her a bitch and my daughter heard it. And when my daughter was going somewhere, just the aura that my daughter had to hear me say that to that lady in front of her, they both walked out the door with a different kind of energy that had me feeling like a piece of shit. But I don't want to feel inferior, so I'd rather feel like a piece of shit than deal with this inferiority complex. That's why most men will kick a woman's ass, because he's feeling inferior to her. He can't out-talk her, so she's saying words to broke ass, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so yeah, that was my struggle as a man, coming into a relationship with nothing. I just left mama's house with the kids, moving into this big old house with this woman. So her family is saying, he go take you for your money, he go take you for your house. The best thing my wife did was put her house in her daughter's name, because Eric and them would go take the house just like they got Shawty's mama house. So that's how I found out.
So them scammers that you was fucking with, Ernesto, them Shirley Strawberry's ex-husband, would have taken your wife's house if you had been attached to it, because they had all your information and her information. Yeah.
That was the smartest thing my wife did out of her prayer to God. So how I found out my wife did, and so this is what made me start, and I'm openly telling you this is what made me start cheating on my wife, because say, you listen, you know your wife put she put your house in your daughter's name.
But you helped pay for the house, right?
No. My wife's house is paid for when she married me.
Okay.
She been in this house 15 years long before I come along. She the first one on the block.
But if she died, the house would, they say it would naturally go to the spouse.
By me, yeah.
But the daughter owns the house, so she would inherit the house.
Yeah. Had she not done that, they would have took my wife's house.
Yeah. Like now go back to what you were saying.
So Erica was the one who told me, you know, your wife did that. So my mom, man, why would she do that? You don't trust me. So that was the seed. But we was probably we wasn't even married a year and a half, 2 years then. I'm feeling inferior. I'm feeling inferior as a black man, moving into a black woman's house. She's successful. I'm coming from mama's house, struggling, trying to figure this shit out. Trying to figure it out. So I would secretly carry it with that. So when we went shopping at the mall, my wife had bought me, for my birthday or for Christmas, one of them, she bought me a rifle, this rifle I had wanted. So she said, babe, what you go get CJ? Now I'm on live when she asked me this. Babe, what you go get CJ? I said, shoot, babe, I'm gonna give him that rifle. She said, what, the rifle I bought you? No, you ain't. You can't tell me what I can do.
Stay in front of the mic now. I know you was replaying that shit.
So here comes the inferiority complex. And you done said this while I'm live? Man, you got me up. You can't, So that's what made me start showing out. So what she said was, and my wife don't talk back and say nothing to me. I said something. I said, all right now. Don't make me, don't get clowned in here. She said, all right, don't you get clowned. You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. You got me up. So yeah. We went home and argued. She called the preacher. Cause this the car she done bought for me. Get out. No, I'm not getting out of my car. You bought me this car, but in my mind, I'm saying, your car. Get out. She ain't getting out because she want to talk. So she called the preacher. Bishop Eli, punk ass. She called Bishop Eli. Bishop, I said, you can't call no motherfucking another man on me. I don't give a preacher came in. He better not say a thing about what we doing. Well, the preacher told my wife if she just pay a little bit more tithes, I think I can get him to stop cheating. The Lord to get him to stop cheating. I quit that too. Chad, nigga telling my wife to pay some more tithes, go get me to stop cheating. So everybody playing at her for money. Family, everybody. I ain't playing at her for money. I appreciate her for the kind of woman she is. I just don't know how to appreciate her. I ain't never had a woman like this.
You ain't never said none of this publicly either.
Who I'm gonna talk to about this publicly?
Yeah, you do talk to a lot of motherfuckers as clout chasers and shit.
Who I'm gonna talk to about
they don't like to have real conversations out here like that. Yeah.
So it made me reflect. When my second date with my wife, she brought me to her house. And me and my wife didn't have sex till we were married. So we did it the right way. And we did it the right way. So I remember her, the second date was at her house and she showed me the movie Acrimony. I'm that in Acrimony, failing at everything I do, but I got all these bright ideas and ain't none of them work. And then boom, it hit. Her fear was, it's gonna hit and I'm gonna leave her. Man, I ain't gonna never leave you. Nah, but I ain't gonna never leave you.
She saw past all that shit.
Yeah. Cause she see the man. She saw the man when he was meek and humble, working with kids, the dreads trying to grow, but he got a bald spot in the middle. I'm
picturing the dreads and the bald spot in the middle. Is it a solid bald spot? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's your wife's first name? I forgot.
Sean.
Miss Sean, I do want to apologize to you as well too, because I shouldn't have exposed you like that either. At the time that I was coming to know you online, I only saw the fuck shit, right? So I'm thinking that you were a up person. And the women that were so-called managing you and working with you was giving me all of this. And you would think like...
And my wife never done none of them.
No, none of that. And so like you got caught into something that you shouldn't have been a part of. And since that day, that's been I think that was the last time I ever involved somebody's significant other in an online discrepancy. Yeah. Okay. And so I do want to apologize to you, Sean.
So her sisters quit talking to her because she wouldn't divorce me. And she telling her sisters, them, I didn't quit talking to y'all when y'all were with them that were beating on you. And you didn't leave them that were beating on you.
Oh.
So that would be her response. And she said, I took a vow for better or for worse. I took a vow. So I'm honoring my vows. I don't care what he doing. I, as a woman, am honoring my vows that we made before God. So they say love conquers, and she conquered me with love. So she still get up and make breakfast during them times. I was still getting breakfast, and I'm saying, man, she got to be pausing at me. She too sweet. She got to be sneaking at
that shit scared him.
Man, what? Man, she too motherfucking nice, man. She got to be putting antifreeze on the fry.
Like, she finna kill me the old school way. She's smart too. She got a life insurance policy on my ass.
What, man? Because she's man, so she ain't arguing, she ain't fighting. She, man,
it ain't in her.
Yeah. So that her response is what evoked the guilt and the shame when they got to ride home and go look at her. And then I done went and got this little young, pretty, fine motherfucker, and they done showed her who she is. I remember one time, my little side piece called, and my wife, I don't even know how she know her name, talking to them back, in hindsight. Mm-hmm. She said, babe, can you please not go see Kay tonight?
Your wife asked you that?
Yeah. Yeah. Me feel like
please tell me who's using rubbles with these sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say Charles. Okay. And you on the road a lot. Sometimes now you're gonna go back home and oh God.
So now let me just say this.
Okay.
Man, once we start with no rubber, we gonna go take an STD test together.
Okay.
We gonna go take an STD test together. Because at that time, I was promoting STD testing at my youth organization. Mm-hmm. I would pass out rubbers to the process. So and then she don't deserve that. Yeah, she don't deserve that. Yeah. So because at one point in time, just out there in the beginning of the marriage, I probably went 6-7 months without sleeping with my wife. That's how she knew cheating. I was relentlessly cheating because I'm new to this stardom. I'm new to this fame. Nigga ain't never been famous where you can damn near everywhere you go. Nigga used to have to work. So they was
just throwing pussy.
Nigga used to have to work to get some. And you have to work and lie and nigga used to have to work for some. Now it's your fingertips. Now they in your inbox.
I always say insecure men cheat.
Yeah.
They need that validation. It makes them feel
I was very insecure.
Like they that guy, Yeah,
I was very insecure.
That's why I was just like, when, my husband and I first got together, we've been married almost 20 years. Like, we was young. We was in our early 20s, he cheated, I cheated, but like, I cheated for attention, right?
Yeah.
He cheated because it was, he like, damn, I'm pulling this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but I never ever valued my self-worth based off of what he did. I don't think your wife is doing. I don't think she values her self-worth based off of who you decide to sleep with. And even when I decided when I was, younger to step out, it was because I wanted some attention, not because, I need attention. I wanted attention and I went and got it and took my ass back home to my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not a sexually driven, so I ain't always horny. Any woman that get with me know I ain't trying to the first night.
Did you get a lot of pussy coming up though?
Yeah. I was a managed. I was a managed motherfucker.
Okay, so
I had an uncle who was a pimp. I had cousins who was players.
Okay.
So I started having sex 4th, 5th grade. I would penetrate because I had a grown man in the 3rd grade. I had a high school 3rd grade. I heard the babysitter say that. Yeah, I heard the babysitter say, she walked it because I didn't like to bathe as a little boy. And I used to get naked. And
so you stank?
It did then, not now. Yeah, all little boys stink. So I was a little boy boy, go get your ass in that tub. Most little boys don't like to bathe.
I know.
I used to be on side of the tub playing with the toys, splashing water, but I wasn't getting in that motherfucker.
I had to take a water hose to my son and catch his ass and spray him.
So my mama worked at General Motors, so she went to work at night. So sometimes we had them older babysitter. Boy, babysitter walked in that motherfucking room. I bathroom and saw that grown man and I seen her eye looking at it. She said, "Who that boy got a grown man?" And so I went to school the next day in the 3rd grade.
She touches kids.
She probably about 15, 16 at the time.
She touches kids.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I went to school the next day saying, "I got a grown man and would stand back from the toilet and pull that big old motherfucker out and pee. You know, little boys pee going up. And I used to see the teeth. Boy, come out that bathroom. And they used to look too. So I noticed as a kid that women look at this big motherfucker. So yeah. And I'm a little bit yeah.
Do have big they do it. Don't be letting them big fool you now.
But I'm not freaky. I'm more of a nature tell me when it's time to fuck. So I ain't waking up trying to fuck every day. So that's been my protection with women. I ain't trying to fuck. You gotta stimulate me with I'm a talking nigga. Yeah, I'm off conversation. So when I go to the strip club, first thing you do if you turn your ass around me and go, look me in my eyes and talk to me. That's what
stripper, you there to see her body.
No, man, I'm paying for your time and conversation. This is a gentleman's club. This ain't no pervert house. That's why the white girls ain't got to do all that shaking and pole thing. The white man goes have a sit right there and just pay her for time. I'm here to relieve my mind from something. I ain't here to get off. This is a players club. This is a gentleman's club. They done turn it into a booty house because they like booty.
They do like booty.
I don't like booty. I like face.
Like booty.
I thought
and it don't matter who the booty on.
There you go. That's what done tricked these. They like booty. They ain't in the face no more. So that's why everybody is focused on the booty.
Even the got the booties.
There you go.
I heard what Gilbert Arenas got a video out. He said he said a good show is a good show. They asked him. His fiance was sitting on the couch. Him and Nick Young was sitting beside each other. And the fiance said, to Gilbert Arenas said, baby, who twerked better, Megan Thee Stallion or Salsa Santana? He said, well, I saw Salsa Santana on my Instagram and he was throwing it back and he was like, a good show is a good show. How do you tip a like Saucy in the club? And I was like, these like Nick, they like ass.
They've become this generation of men have become ass obsessed. That's why the gays are winning. That's why the gays are winning. Because
I done had trans women trick straight with their ass.
They ain't tricking them because at some point, they got to get naked.
Well, they say they'll get naked, cut off the lights, put some lube back there, and have it go in from the ass, and he don't
in the dark. Man, I don't in the dark. Man, I want that moonlight hitting the body. Man, we got to have some light in here.
And they don't let them. They don't do missionary style. They do from the back.
Man, sideways and spread that leg. Sideways, and because you can go all kind of positions sideways. Yeah. Sideways and spread that leg. Yeah. And once you spread that leg, some go fall. But because the black man he's too sexually driven. He's not purpose driven. He's not goal driven. He don't wake up with aspiration. Wake up trying to think who they can. And most think, because I hear a lot of niggas say, I gotta do it, put that on, I got her. That's his value. Most niggas can't sit down with you and lay in the bed and help you figure out how to deal with your supervisor that's with you. Help you mend your problem with your daddy. So I'm a nigga that can give you the right kind of instruction if you listen to me and I like you. Yeah, I'm gonna build your self-esteem.
I can see that because you have a very, very loyal following. And I remember when I was coming at you, they was like, Tasha, he just like you. He's the male version of you.
That's what they were saying, yeah.
And I was like, ain't no way. Because I don't spend time like going through, because I have my own content that I generate. So I don't have time to sit down and listen to people a lot unless I'm doing interviews.
Me neither. I don't, because of my own content.
Yeah, and I listen to God and I let him go tell me where I need to go, who I need to talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I don't get a lot of time, but it's when I finally get you on the phone, I'm like, oh, okay, this person cool. I could pick up within, 10 seconds whether I'm being bullshit or not. And I was like, okay, he real. You remind me of my uncles that raised me.
Yeah, already.
My viewers all the time, they always say, you male identified because I was raised by men.
You can tell.
You know what I'm saying? But I love men. I wasn't raised by men and grew up to be a bull.
Oh, no. Well, you can see the balance. Yeah. That's the yin and the yang that you can see in you. That she didn't have. That my wife was raised by a man. Yeah. That's how she can deal with a man. Yeah. And it's a lot of cheat with no conscience. It's a lot of wake up to cheat. I don't wake up to cheat. And if I do cheat, I cheat with a conscience. It bothers me.
You remind me of my uncle.
Hold on, this.
Oh, you good?
Say, dude, I'm gonna send you the address to the hotel, but I'm doing Tasha K right now. I bet. Yeah, he just landed.
No, you good. No, my Uncle Eyes, rest his soul, he was a drunk, but he was a smart fucking man. And the people would be like, why do you love your uncle so much? Because he would walk into a room. He was skinny, tall. They called him Eyes because he wore bifocals. And I never forget the first time I introduced my husband to him, he had one of his women with him. And he would walk in, and this, I kid you not, this is how he would introduce. I want y'all to meet my new bitch. And she would walk in. Hey, yeah.
As like, if, yeah. I come up under that. My uncle was a pimp. I used to watch him whoop women, so I come up under that. Yeah. So in my mind, I didn't want to be a gangster. I always wanted to be a pimp or a player. Yeah. I was a little boy that wanted to be a pimp and a player like the Mac. So that was always my ultimate goal in life is to be a motherfucking pimp one day. Yeah. So that's all. So I went.
I was gonna say because you talk like one, you kind of move like one a little bit.
I called myself trying to do a little pimping for a little while. I called myself.
You didn't make much money at it.
No. Because that's when it was back page, and I didn't know how to pimp. I'm a Mac. I don't know how to abuse women. I don't know how to take from a woman because I come from this loving mama. And I'm over here playing pimp, but we having Sunday dinner at mama house. Mama go know something. So I couldn't never take on that I couldn't never get that spirit in.
Because you got that nurturing spirit in you because your mama put it in you. So you can't just fully just take on hating women. Yeah. Because then that's when you can fuck.
There you go.
Yeah. So
you have to have a hate for a woman. To go against your nature for a man. Or you got to be a stone cold pervert. That's perversion.
Very true.
And most walking a fine line between being a pervert and a freak. I'm neither. That's why when I get around women, I'm a gentleman.
I was gonna say, you've been a whole gentleman since you've been here.
Yeah.
I was like, I think he gonna come in like, hey, like how my uncle would come in, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I love my Uncle I swear to God, every time I do a toast, I do it in his honor. He'd be like, instead of saying bim bim nigga, bim bim.
Yeah, so my
country niggas.
My Uncle Wayne was a gorilla pimp. And he didn't like my grandmother. And he used to abuse women. Beat them.
Oh no!
So one time I did a human trafficking presentation with the United States Department of Homeland Security, Texas Wesleyan University. I invited my uncle to come hear me speak. I spoke on him, and I could see him in shame over there. I can see the shame on him. But I remember him telling me one time about my grandmother because my grandmother got off on drugs, and so they had a perfect family at first. But once she got off on drugs. My uncle would blame my grandmother instead of my grandfather. My grandfather was an abusive male chauvinist, beat up on grandmama. He shot his other woman. So my granddaddy was a motherfucker. But my uncle blamed grandmama instead of granddaddy because he's the oldest and he was a daddy's boy. So I remember him saying to me one time, and I never looked at him the same no more. He said, boy, you know your mama hoeing on you. What? All women hoe on you. Your granny, your women go hoe on you, nigga, meaning they're gonna try to play on you for shit. So he said, I'm just happy and glad mama laid down long enough to get daddy some to have me. And I would watch him mistreat my grandmother. But when he go to prison, she the main one going to go see him. She the main one worried about him. So over the years, I started, because I admired him and idolized him as a kid, I grew up to kind of resent him. So I never wanted to be nothing like him. He beat women. Real, the nigga nasty to women. So I wanted to be totally opposite of that. But I grew up wanting to be like that. So in school, I slapped a girl one time, Michelle Carr, 8th grade Hutchinson Junior High. She was my girlfriend. I was trying to be like my Uncle Wayne. And in the process of me slapping her, my jacket got caught in her earring. And I snatched back and it ripped her earlobe. Yeah, so her daddy came up there, a nigga named AB. He came up there walking through the hallways to get me. But I remember coming back to school after suspension and all of my because I was very popular in school. All the little girls liked me. I remember coming back to school and all the girls being mad at me. And that didn't feel good. Yeah, that didn't feel good. But you secretly hide these feelings. You can't go tell your partners them that. But that's a feeling I never wanted to feel again growing up. So I ain't never been the type of nigga to put my hands on women.
Real quick, before we get into, there was a video circulating of you. I guess you seemed asleep or out of it in a car?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What happened?
Man, I had just signed this a cannabis deal with this company called the Weed Spot.
So this was a recent video?
No, this is old video.
So like, why they circulating this? Like they just found you?
Oh, that's what's scaring me. For whatever reason, man, all of my old videos of me being arrested is coming back.
There was a 911 call of you being shot 3 times, saying that you called 911 saying you been shot 3 times.
I don't know where this shit coming from. And it's coming from like, these ain't black people doing this. I don't know where this shit coming from. Putting out these arrest videos in body cam footage. So I don't know where this shit coming from.
AI?
Yeah, I don't know where this, man. This
no, because
scary.
Literally my team, we was on the road and they was like, hey, Charleston White, there's a call circulating of someone saying that you called 911 saying that you had been shot 3 times. Yeah. You called me the next day saying, hey, I'm out. What's up? Yeah. I'm like, I thought you was shot. Exactly what? And I ain't report on that shit.
That's exactly what you said. Man, I don't know, but what happened was this was BET weekend, Atlanta. I had just had my first comedy show at Atlanta Uptown Comedy Corner.
Yeah.
Sold out. First time on stage, got paid $10,000. I had just signed a deal with this cannabis company. So I had my show, took my merch, and they created this Delta 9 THC syrup. And with my name, it's called Nan Nanny Boo Boo syrup. And you can order it from the Weed Spot. They got a location in Miami, Dallas, Houston, and they started one in Atlanta. So we got with some chemists, and they said, okay, we want to create something to help combat the opioid crisis. So I'm saying, well, syrup is opioids, hydrocodone is opioids. So if y'all want to combat that, create some weed in a syrup-like drink so you can psychologically play on these niggas. Make it purple, like they sipping promethazine with codeine, and put my face and my name on it and let me push it. So they went and created a Delta 9 THC syrup. They made it purple, but it should have been pinkish purple. And they put my name on it, my little old cartoon logo. It says Nan Nanny Boo Boo. And so they gave me a bunch of it. So I got to try it to see if it worked. Man, I drunk that shit. Shit. I'm the type of boy, if I get sleepy, I'm going to go to sleep driving.
They was trying to bang on the window.
Man, I took that motherfucker. And it was 5 o'clock traffic. I just come off the plane, partying, and man,
at least you pulled over.
Man, I put the car. I'm at the red light, y'all. I'm at the motherfucking red light. I'm in front of the Texas Rangers Stadium at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening, and everybody on their way going to the game. I done got off the highway to go up the streets and said, man, I done up. So they tell me to stop. Light go red, they letting everybody walk by. Light go green, they go red again. So they ain't letting me go. Man, I'm tired, I'm full of shit. Man, I threw the keys over there. I let them motherfucking seat back. Boy, I'm full of Nan Nanny Boo Boo syrup. Boy, when they woke me up, I ain't know where the fuck I was at. All them goddamn police rammed. I ain't know where the fuck I was.
Oh my God.
So I had my Ruger 5.7 on me, 3 clips, and I had a whole bag full of about 40 bottles. So they thought they done caught me with all this promethazine.
Like drug trafficking and shit.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. So yeah, they charged me with driving while under the influence.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, they hit me for driving. So this was like 3 years ago.
So what about this? Okay, so I'm glad you cleared that.
So they dropped that. So they dropped that. They gave me community service for that.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave me community service.
But you serve the community anyway.
Yeah.
You do that anyway.
So because I'm so popular in the community, I couldn't do community service. So this is what they did. They gave me 4 days of a leg monitor where I just stay in the house during community service hours. So from 8 to 5, I stay in the house with this leg monitor on and do this for 4 days. 5 o'clock, I can go out and do whatever, just be back for 8 o'clock. So that's because the courts know me, this particular judge. because I don't work with all of them. I was a rock star for at least 6-7 years with the Tarrant County GOP Republican Party. So I've been a campaign manager for Albert McDaniels, who ran against.
So you voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I've done a lot with the Republican Party, so I was a rock star within them. So the judges know me. So that's what a lot of this is about now. Because I went rogue. I went radical nigga. So just before the dreads. So they know me before the dreads. The just well-spoken Charleston who don't cuss. The Charleston who do presentation with the United States Department of Homeland Security. The Charleston who do the training for the Texas Juvenile. So that was my resume before the dreads. So I was just poor. struggling as a father, helping other people's children. But when I come home, I can't even take my kid to go get ice cream and Browns. I got to play mean daddy. Go get some of that goddamn ice cream out the freezer. But it got frostbite on it. Just scrape it off. Because I'm financially can't, I can feed them, but we can't do no extra. But I'm out in the community trying to play a hero. So my mother used to always tell me, son, charity starts in the home. I didn't get that. Mm-hmm. Because I'm trying to discover a purpose. I'm trying. Mm-hmm. I feel like I done found a purpose, and I got lost in the purpose. A lot of us get lost in purpose, and we start to neglect our children, our families, because Dr. King did it. Malcolm X did it. So when they end up dead, their kids don't know them. They got to go read about them. I didn't want to be that. But I couldn't figure out how to not be that, though, because I'm broke.
Question. Yeah. I'm not going to argue with you or nothing. I think people's political views are theirs, but I'm sure my viewers are going to ask, why are you voting for Trump?
For one, I ain't trusted no Indian woman. Okay. She ain't black. When I look at a black person, I don't look at their daddy. I look at their mama because that's where their mindset come from. Okay. You can put a baby with wolves and that baby will think it's a wolf if it grew up with wolves.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then he's not a politician. So that's why it's so much going against him, because he's not a politician that they can control. And he really liked niggas, and he really loved black people, as far as I remember from the 80s. When I go back to the 80s, I see him amongst us. Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, all of our main star elites. When he came out with the show Apprentice, he had all them on there. You're fired. You never heard nobody say he was racist then. So it wasn't until he decided to run for president that they all of a sudden said he's racist. And I'm saying all of them racist. At least he an honest, open racist. And there's nothing wrong with what he's doing for his people. We got to get us one that'll do the same thing they do for their people. But he's willing to work with us and help us. You can tell by
any laws that they pass that benefits white Americans are definitely going to benefit black Americans if they know how to tap into them. So,
there you go.
I'm all for that and things like that. So I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, it's a very tense time right now. Voting is coming up here. People are early voting right now as well. So,
and I don't believe a woman should run nothing, especially not our military.
Now, Charles,
I know who I'm saying this to, but you don't run your household.
Charles,
you can persuade. You got an impact, but man, you don't run that Africa.
No, I already am. However, I figure like this. If we women, we know what we want, right? And we say, hey, babe, I know what we need. We got doctor's appointments. We need clothes. We need this. We need that. And the man goes out and assembles it and gets it. I don't see anything wrong with the woman having a man, because she is a married woman and she is married to a white man. Okay? Yeah. So we have to make that very clear.
Yeah. So when they go lay down in the bed at night,
And exactly. So if of course, her nurturing side is going to come up to say, I think we need to do this, and let's consider all these factors before we just blow this shit up. A woman is naturally going to want to protect, right? Mm-hmm. We protect the kids, but a man will say, them kids, everybody, we got to risk everybody. I think there's a good balance if a woman is when you're dealing with the world, you can't have a nurturing spirit, because you got terrorists that want to blow your country up and they'll send kids to do it. So you can't have that nurturing spirit when you're the commander-in-chief of the military. But the Egyptians were successful with a lot of women running Egypt at one point, and it was very successful.
You're very much so.
And there was no war.
These aren't the same women. These aren't the same women from back then. Or even the little girls today ain't the same woman that you are.
Well, I'm raising one, so she ain't got no choice but to be one.
But let's just say this.
Yeah.
Every woman got a man that's in her ear.
Right.
Ultimately, you can't make me believe Obama ran the country. It was Michelle dictating that nigga.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. So I don't see anything wrong with a woman actually being on the front line to run it, because behind the scenes, it's going to be a mutual decision between her and her husband. Well, she's going to go to bed with Doug, and Doug is going to be like, listen,
He go run it, not her. He's gonna persuade. He got an impact on her mind.
And the vice president, I'm gonna be honest with you. The vice president that she chose, that's what made me look at her and say, okay, all right. Because he's a cracker at the end of the day.
I like the one Trump chose. I like that.
I don't like him. Man, JD Vance, I don't like that motherfucker.
See, I watched that debate. I was proud of him. I was proud of him during the debate. And he young. I think Walsh got his ass. And he's kind of young, kind of handsome white boy of a face. He ain't to us, but for white girls, he is compared to this old man.
I'm a
they vote off looks. They do vote off looks.
They vote off looks, but you know, our VP of choice for Kamala, I think if something happened to her.
He want to put tampons in boys' bathrooms.
I ain't read that now.
Oh, go look in his state. So, I'm
about to look that up now.
Please do. But man, Trump was once president. It wasn't that bad, was it?
It was under COVID. A lot of people lost their businesses. Black people businesses were the first to go.
But that's because we weren't prepared for nothing like that. Most of us aren't prepared for something major to happen, and we still be sustained based off what we done saved up to now. So if we have another one, it's gonna hurt us because we hadn't been preparing for a time like that. And the world had never seen that before. Just in his defense, we couldn't expect that. And that was deliberately sent over here. To do that to us. That's why one of the first things that they did, they signed like a war treaty, like a declaration of war. That's how they were able to get all the money for the infrastructure, like we had been attacked. Rather than they played like we hadn't, but that was an attack on America.
Okay. No, I just wanted to know your thoughts. Okay. You know, I ain't here to judge you or nothing like that. You know, my husband, me and him, we get into it a lot because, you know, he just... You know, I told a joke at my comedy show on Sunday here, and
y'all got home and had to talk about it.
Well, yeah, he got upset about it, but it was true. He said, you know, the only reason he voted for Trump is because he can't have a black woman running the house and the goddamn country. It's too much.
I like that nigga. Yeah, I like that nigga. Yeah, I like that nigga. You goddamn right. Say, tell you goddamn right.
He got mad when I told that joke. He was like, I'm cutting that shit out. I was like, but it's true. They all start laughing too.
Let me just say this. If you've been studying history, from the Kennedys to the Bushes, to Franklin them back, it was always been a woman who was very pivotal in these leaders' ears, who made them make right choices and decisions. It was Mama Kennedy, it was Mama Bush who was the backbone of these presidents. Yeah. But she's the backbone. She ain't the head.
Oh my God, we fight about that because, you know, he African at heart.
God, well, yeah.
Women are, no matter how much I try to say I'm this, I'm that, he's here. And I'm here, and I know my place. I'm a Southern woman, born and raised in Florida. I was raised by wives. I was bred so I know what it is. I could try to act like at the end of the day, that nigga say get in the house, I get my motherfucking ass to the house. Yeah, that's just what it is.
When I just seen y'all together, I saw a positive and a negative on a battery. Two totally opposites from us. Yeah, that's what I. But that's
he's not a talking nigga at all. Yeah, he's very demure, very mindful, and he's observant. Yeah, you know. But he's always, and I don't like to say fan, but he really respects your work. He likes your work and stuff. Like even when I was going at you, he was like, "Take it easy on Charles." I'm like, man.
That country. Fuck that nigga, cross-eyed ass nigga. Yeah,
he was like, he ain't that bad. I was like,
cheat on his wife. Fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga do his wife like that nigga ain't shit.
So here's the thing. Before we go, because we've been here a good bit, and I know you got some.
I'm coming back though.
I know you're coming back. You're coming back. Yeah. You know, I get asked a lot, you know, by women all the time, and of course, as a woman, I could tell them as a woman how to position themselves to get a man, because they think that, you know, what me and my husband have don't exist no more. They think that what me and my husband have don't exist no more. I could try to tell them, but when they see me, someone that's in a powerful position, I'm successful, they're like, well, the dynamic has changed, but I wasn't always in this position.
That's my son.
It's okay. It's okay. He needs some money.
No, it's his 21st birthday tomorrow, so I'm flying him out here.
He needs some money.
I'm flying him out here so I can take him to Tootsie's.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. He been going to strip clubs since he was 15. You know, they call CPS on me for taking the boy to the strip club.
All right, Boosie.
Yeah. Now go back to what you said.
So as women, you know, they think that relationships like me and my husband's or like you and your wife somewhat can't exist without problems. Like they think that me and my husband don't have problems. And I'm very transparent about
Everybody
that.
got problems.
Everybody got problems, you know. But at the end of the day, like you have to, you know, as a team, as a partner, like if you love this person, just like you love your mom, you love your dad, y'all can have problems. But at the end of the day, you don't go to bed hating that person. There's nothing that they can do to make you denounce them as your parents or something like that. And I think that we've lost that in relationships. What would you say to a lot of women? Because I heard you speak on a lot of your insecurities as a man and why you chose to do the things that you did. But that was self-realization. Like you looking in the mirror, looking at yourself. Yeah. You know, what do you tell these women these days when they're trying to date and statistics are saying by 2050, everybody's going to be single. Marriage is going to be non-existent by the year, 3000. What do you say to the generations that are listening or the women? Because we got a lot of women that watch my show.
You can't find your man. He go find you by your attributes. You can't find you can't be out looking to find no man. You just have to be a woman of essence, a woman with qualities and a woman with traits, and you'll stand out. And he go find you. Grocery store, the red light, but you can't find him. You don't know how to pick a man. It was never designed for a woman to pick her man.
That is true.
So, and not to be religious or anything, but I can't get past he who finds. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and has favor from God. So you are favor for a man. But if you ain't where you need to be as a woman, shit, how you go get what you need? So most women ain't. So this is what I've been realizing for the new age woman. She want to be the man rather than being a better version of a woman. She want to be like the man. I want to think like a man, but act like a lady. That's impossible because your thinking is what dictates your actions and your behavior. So Steve Harvey these women up with that. You can't think like no man. Yeah. So now they trying to be a man.
And telling women to wait 3 months to fuck a man.
Come on now.
What? I was like,
man, come on.
You within the first week, so I ain't got to waste my time. I'm gonna know if we synced.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, a man know when he meets you. That man, love at first sight is real. Most know when they meet a woman right then and there if he'll marry her. Right, the moment he meet her.
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah. I met my wife the second time. And I said, man, a nigga marry you. And she brushed me off. So I had to pursue her for marriage. I had to pursue her. So by me, I had to jump through some hoops. So I mean, I had to make myself somewhat of a better man. Now, when she get to somewhat of a better man, I still got these bullshit ass flaws. So they're gonna show in a relationship. So soon as these flaws appear, you leave me. Soon as the flaws appear, you leave me. So what I found about my woman is she see the good in me, even when I'm flawed. She would not let me. I get on these platforms to be saying, man, I'm a no good, rotten, dirty motherfucker. Only to come back home after them interviews thinking I'm being honest, and she'll lift me up and say, babe, but you're a good husband. But baby, you're a good father. So she don't, when she hold a mirror up to me, she show the good in me. That's what make a get rid of the bad. I highlight the bad. So I tell women all the time, if you focus on that woman in the mirror and make her better, he coming. He coming.
And it don't matter how many dating sites they got out here, how many statistics they try to say is wrong, or, because I feel that's what's going on. Like I try to, raising a little girl, and she's like, Mom, like, am I ugly? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, all my friends got boyfriends and I don't. And I'm like, baby, that don't mean you ugly.
Yeah, that just mean you ain't easy, baby.
And she's like, I feel like I'm like, and that's good, but you have to understand you're raised in a very balanced home. So a boy can pick up when a girl
what they run from look. I used to run from girls like her. But my mother used to always say, you attract what's inside of you.
Yeah.
So if you keep attracting these kind of men, you need to say, hold up, let me go look in the mirror and see what's about me that attracts these kind of men. Mm-hmm. And then you'll get your answers.
And my husband and I, we got married. He proposed within 2 months. We got married in 3, and we did all this when his family had chose a wife for him in Africa.
You got a royalty nigga.
They paid for her college education. You don't understand how much
that's something.
Disrupted the family system. Like, oh no, she's not of our tribe. She wasn't born here. She doesn't know our values. No, absolutely not. And he battled with that for many years. And all I didn't get in the middle of it. I played my part as a wife and I stayed quiet.
You got a cultural African in the man.
I got a cultural.
He come from culture.
So what they did for the first, well, it's the second time they did it because he had an auntie that married a guy from, I think, India, if I'm not mistaken. And she was a sister to his mom. And so the elder has to bless it. So his father blessed it, right? But it was his mom, because they had already invested in the wife that they had. They invested in her education, got her college, her degree and everything, taught her how to cook, taught her how to serve him and everything.
Yeah.
And, but his father said, it's fine. When he met me, he saw my spirit. He was like, I see what my son's seeing you. It is fine. And I only spent like 2 weeks with his dad. He went all the way back to Africa. They don't play about that shit.
No.
And so no. And but it was that's what I disrupted. And I tell everybody all the time, I love this man. Like, people are like, how could you stay when he cheated? Well, how could he stay with me when I cheat? You see what I'm saying? Like, how could he forgive me when I lie? How could I forget? We're all flawed. And I was 24 years old.
Yeah. See, that's...
I'm 42 now. He about to be 40. Like, we've been together a long time.
If cheating is the
deal breaker,
if that's the deal breaker, then
you might well not get in a relationship.
Because let me tell you, every woman got a work boyfriend. Let me tell you, every woman got a work boyfriend, an internet boyfriend, and a religious boyfriend. Yeah. So if that's your deal breaker, you might well not get married, get in a relationship.
I don't know why women be trying to front, and they get mad at me when I be telling our secrets. I don't know why they be trying to front like they don't see they want to fuck. Man, or they wouldn't fuck, okay? And still go home and cook and prepare for their husband like nothing happened.
Yeah.
My husband been around me for so long, he could tell when I'm attracted to another.
Yeah.
I went and got my hair cut in Hartford, Connecticut. The barber walked out. I said, God damn, sat down. My husband was up telling the man how he wanted my hair cut to establish his presence, because he felt.
He peeing on the fire hydrant. he doing what the dog. I'm peeing on this fire hydrant. I'm leaving a scent.
And the dude was like, nothing but respect. And I'm looking at my husband like, why is you right here?
Yeah, I be hearing a bunch of niggas say they'll put that wood on you. Man, I fuck shit out that motherfucker. I heard a bunch of, we were in the barbershop talking. Man, you fuck, hell yeah, that motherfucker fuck shit out that bitch. Sorry about that part, but I'm just,
He don't care. My husband cool as fuck. He's Americanized, but he's still African at heart. But no, we cool. And that's why we so close.
He Americanized, he ain't colonized.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we so close, because I could tell my husband anything.
Yeah, me and my wife too.
And he could tell me anything. And
I can answer the phone in the club. Say, baby, I got these little old bitches around me trying to give me something, trying to give me some lap dance. I ain't gonna do it though, baby. So, but because I want to have that kind of relationship. Yeah, I don't want to be a liar, because for me to lie is cowardly.
Well, if you're gonna lie, you intend to do something.
Yeah.
So my thing is,
real
like,
player.
I create. Well, I ain't gonna say I created, because I was just born and raised that way. Like I said, I was raised to be a wife. So, and I was raised to, for better or worse, it's my husband, you know. It took my mom and dad I don't even think they still divorced. I don't even think divorced.
Man, my grandmother, my grandfather was married for almost 40 years. I've always been in love with the idea of having this kind of marriage. I just didn't know if I was the kind of man that could get this kind of marriage, because I know my infidelities. I've never been faithful in no relationship.
You think your granddaddy was faithful?
Nuh-uh. He took a woman to Mexico and married her.
See?
He took a woman to Mexico and married her.
Why he was with your grandmama?
Why he married to my grandmama. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. My grandmama married another and Longview. And yeah, so they both were, so you know.
Or outside.
But
and you wonder why they sleeping in separate beds,
there you go.
Still in the house.
Still in the house. But when he died, grandmama got everything. Military benefits, everything.
Everything.
But that for better or for worse is what's ignored. If you can love me when it's better, baby, come on, baby, we ain't gonna hit our worst yet.
Last question. When you get these out here that be, because you know I speak against, they say I'm jealous, I'm insecure, I'm just, my husband don't do that for me, and I'm like, I be trying to put these women on game because it's easy to get them. Will you see a man that's out here always parading his woman, buying her everything, showing her off, talking about how good she is, and then when they find out later behind the scenes that they got several.
Did my first response, well, you see her doing that, he got some rugrats he fucking on the side. And he's trying to compensate and make her feel better. Man, Betty Wright, what she said in that song about sometimes showing up doing that, that's out of guilt. And that's what I was taught from my grandfather and my uncles now. That's doing that, he doing that out of guilt. Because when you come home, you feeling shame and guilty, so you come to try to do this to make up for the shame and the guilt.
Okay.
So so you catch doing that, I always doing that. Man, they got 5, 10 bitches on the side.
And here's the thing, if we in a real relationship,
we ain't got to do that.
We ain't got to do that. And I don't want you going out buying no Lamborghini, no motherfucking purses, no jewelry and shit. A real woman don't really want that shit, bitch. We want businesses. We want purpose. We don't need all that shit on us only to cover up for how you making us feel on the inside.
Yeah,
I don't know. Keep that shit. Get that to the hoe. Get that to the hole.
I was just finna say that. I would do that to my little side piece. I wouldn't do that to my wife. I would go buy her this because I know what. Yeah.
Would it take the?
There you go. Go do that to the hoe.
That's young girl shit.
Yeah, but to my wife, she go get showered on her birthday. So I don't have to be superficial to do that throughout the year. For somebody that really love me and I really love them. I'm just learning to love them better. It's taking time, but now I'm getting there. Yeah, that dick gonna stop working one day, boy. We gonna be traveling, having fun like a motherfucker. But she told me, she said, baby, I'm not worried about no hoes because wives outlast hoes.
Oh. Well, damn.
Look me right in my face.
I was gonna say that I ain't worried about no hoes anyway because they ain't got access to Social Security numbers, benefits. They don't know the blood type. They don't know what, what snoring comes from if they is staying at night. Why is he snoring? What is it linked to? What's the underlying cause? Bitch, you still got to call me to check that in the hospital. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can go now. You're good. And a lot of us, sometimes, I have aunties like this, a lot of times, they don't be wanting to they.
Yeah.
They don't be wanting to they nigga. They go through they little menopause and shit. You know what I'm saying? The body on pause.
Yeah.
They don't want to mate. And so, hey, go her. That coming home.
Man, it's look. Marriage is a journey that two people have agreed to go on. And man, don't jump ship. Man, don't jump ship. It says for better or for worse. We just going through the worst right now. We'll get back to better if we stay in there.
Yeah.
It always do.
I always do. The rain will go away.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that. Charles, we gotta do this again.
We will. Seriously. Ever since you kicked that hole in the head, you been my in the motherfucker. Look at it. Yeah, that's I knew she was.
No, I was helping my husband. And he cussed me out for that.
Yeah.
I thought it was trying to jump him, but they was trying to pull him off of it that had disrespected me.
Okay.
He can't put his mouth on me and was like, I know, he was trying to size my husband up, like, I know this you right. I know he ain't beating this right. And he grabbed me and put his mouth on me. And my husband went to him and was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to a married woman? Why would you do that to a woman? And he was very respectful, very mindful, very demure. And then he beat that ass. And when he was on the ground, I was kicking that nigga.
Yeah, I told my nigga, she stomped down with it. She'll stomp a bit.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I try not to because I know I'm a target. Yeah. And they gonna want some money out of me.
Right.
I ain't got it.
You goddamn right.
So, with me if you want to. So, yeah.
Bitch showed up at my homeboy house from watching my live video. I don't know who this hoe was. She showed up and left a letter for a number for me to call. I thought the hoe wanted to fucking send a picture to the bitch of that dick. That hoe went to the police department just to try to sue me.
See?
Yeah, just to try to sue me.
Yeah, they set you up. You got to be careful, man.
Like she was traumatized by that.
Don't do nothing over here in the United States. You got to go to Brazil and shit with that. Look. Yeah. That what Diddy should have went. Listen,
man. That's next conversation.
You ain't get to go to a Diddy party before.
I missed it. I missed it. I know which rooms to go in, nigga. Yeah, I know.
But they had the baby oil rooms on.
I slide some of that baby oil with that GHB in it. Yeah, so nigga had that ecstasy dick. Fucking for 4 to 7 hours. So yeah, I just know what flow to go on. It's different levels to this. I know what flow to go on, nigga. I don't want to go past the third flow.
That's the upflow. That's the booty flow.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, they got masks on up there, and everybody look the same with big booty.
You don't know if it's women or men.
Come on now.
Okay, listen. Well, listen, Charleston, we definitely gonna have you come back through here. I'm sure the winos are going to enjoy this. Yeah, okay, they probably gonna be a little upset at first, like, what the f you doing? But they know I sit down with anybody. I'm not biased.
Well, she got the man and not the character. Most people don't want the man.
Yeah, you are. You weren't coming with no theatrics or nothing.
No, most people don't want the man though. They book me for the character.
I want the man.
I can tell by the questions. So funny? I can tell by the questions.
I did an interview with Kevin Samuels. Everybody else did the interview with him, and they was sizing him up on a relationship. I ain't asked him nothing about that. My interview with him performed the lowest because he was his authentic self.
They was trying to the industry was trying to groom me for him and I to be arch nemesis.
Really?
Yeah, because I would never watch him. I was so big, I never took the time to watch him.
Y'all would have agreed on a lot of shit.
Well, that's how me and Antoine Daniels became real cool, because when I started watching him, that's when he died. And that's when I said, man, that nigga talking that shit.
Now,
nigga.
Antoine Daniels, y'all really cool like that?
Yeah.
Is he really a good person?
Yeah. He's a great father. He's a great husband. So I look at how I treat his wife. That says a lot. I done partied with him. I done been with him. He's always been about business. He and I had a little disagreement over some content creation.
Cause y'all was making a lot of content together. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So we had a misunderstanding. He had a production team, some editors who I swear to God couldn't have liked me based off the titles and the things that they was uploading. So I had asked him, said, man, goddamn, my nigga, I done already got into it with Jay Prince now. I'm starting to do comedy now. So for you to keep bringing this up, and I got to go through these comedy shows through these towns, you're reigniting. You know what I'm saying?
The beefs and shit.
Putting the flame. So yeah, we had a misunderstanding.
I mean, that was rightfully so. You starting on that saying niggas die over this shit all the time.
Yeah. So but man, he got a lovely wife. He got a lovely daughter. And his whole focus is taking care of them. So
You've never sat down with academics, have you?
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Oh my God! He got a rape case too, right?
Yeah, now. Well, that's why. So this why I want to be on the Breakfast Club, because I want to challenge all them. Even though I done talk like I done rape white women, I talk like I done kill people. I've never raped. I've never been accused of it. No allegations. No nothing. All of you have.
Oh, they have.
And I can go down the list.
They've been accused of scamming, raping
academics,
women.
Charlemagne.
Yeah.
I can go down the list. So that's why a lot of them don't embrace me. That's why a lot of them won't sit down with me, because once they go to pressing me about the things I'm saying, well, nigga, you do with these niggas.
Yeah, they gotta keep their corporate, shield around them.
But I got kind of like I got a love-hate relationship with Act. So he won't sit down with me like this. He won't.
Why?
He have, but he won't.
Why?
Cause I challenged that bullshit.
Yeah.
And for you to be so opinionated about the culture, and you got people who said you've done these type of things, and you show, there's videos you even showing abuse and aggression toward a woman.
Right. A lot. Not just one video, 2 videos. So you want them kind of who get drunk and verbally abuse. It's his alliance to Vlad too.
I don't like that. I hate Vlad.
I'm like, it's kind of like he's giving me the black version of Vlad a lot.
Yeah, I hate Vlad.
Yeah,
I hate Vlad.
Because of the shit that he put out dealing with Chicago. And I respect you for, calling out the shit that you call out. Because I don't believe in gangs. I don't play with gangs. I don't think it's cute to be, I swear to God, coming up, there was nothing but gangs around me. And if I found out the dude I was messing with was in a gang, I was gone. They went to jail. I didn't answer. I was never the bitch to answer no collect calls. Never.
I was tricked in believing as a kid. So that's where a lot of my disdain come from. I was a academic as a kid. I played the flute in the 3rd grade. I didn't play sports. I read books. I wrote papers. So the culture tricked me to the gang. So when I joined the gang at 15 years old in the boys' home, never had been exposed to a gang before then. It's just when I got in the boys' home, the shit just looked fun and cool, the camaraderie of it. But I spent time in the boys' home from 14 to 21. By the time I was 18, I was saying, man, this for niggas who's scary. I'm my own man. I'm a little nigga that can stand up on his own. I stand up to bullies. By the time I was 21, I'm like, man, I was stupid for joining the gang.
And that's how you caught your charge.
Yeah. So by the time I come to the internet, I got a disdain for what tricked me as a kid. Rap music, gangs in the streets, because they made me believe this is what was a part of being a black man.
But look at the music industry now.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's done. It's over.
I would have thought the music industry would crash.
It's crumbled.
It's done.
It's crumbled.
Like when I saw Gucci,
they're not making no money.
When I saw Gucci Man online talking about everybody fired, I done released you.
Well, when Lil Durk and them canceled they tour last year, and only were really making money with 50 Cent and the old rapper. The young wasn't making money. They had to cancel their tour. So when I started saying content creation is making more than rappers, they're creating content. They started
getting podcasts, but they was threatening us on podcasts.
Yeah. So when I know. So when I saw that, I said, nah, this shit over with. Rappers ain't making no money no more. Shit is over with. If they can't sing R&B, it's over with.
I saw them R&B. I always knew it would come back around. R&B, Afro beats, all that shit that make you feel good.
Yep.
Them beats and stuff they be having, and now this shit coming out with Diddy, and you know, he was the real leader of the Black Illuminati and shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I just never would have thought.
The way that treated everybody let you know he was the leader. He was the gateway into it for black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't go through him, and they say he was on the spot, you know, suck my away.
That one girl wrote the book and said that's how he did Christopher Williams. Made Christopher Williams get down on the knees and say it wasn't about being gay. He did it for power, to see what would do to get in. So it's a lot more that's gonna come out.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, niggas, they need to find another career.
So quiet. That's why everybody's so quiet that's in the industry. Nobody is bashing him, going against him like they do me and you.
They can't stand
like us. They do me and you.
They can't stand us.
Boy, they hate us. They ain't nobody bashing and wishing nobody. Not one celebrity. Not one celebrity.
I had a whole record label try to take me down, Atlantic Records, and I'm like, what's going on with y'all now?
Yeah. So. Shout out to Atlantic. They paid me for the Uzi Vert intro. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have to and they did. I appreciate that. I know it's some royalties somewhere. I ain't got them though.
Oh my God. Uzi better jump shit before it's too
Man, shit, they got him.
Late.
You see the person, that nigga done went all the way left.
He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. I told JT, I was like, you married a trans, you about to marry a trans woman.
Yeah.
You know, he got an alter ego that's a woman.
He can mimic the body language like a woman. Man, that nigga, man, that's like a demon. That's like a demon transforming.
And he got a black woman beside him.
She kicking his ass.
Oh yeah, she beat the shit out of him. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But thank you. Charles, listen, we definitely gonna have you back. I appreciate you. Yes, give your love to your wife and my kids.
She was a little nervous about me coming, but she was very supportive.
I know.
She said, baby, if you like her, I like her too.
Oh, tell Miss Sean I said hi and I apologize.
And Eric, I know you watching. Bitch, you done got fat. You riding in the motherfucker. Yeah. Boy, y'all wrong. And I still love you, Dr. O. Yeah, I still love you. I know friends do things to each other that they really don't mean.
I'm so done. I'm so done. Now you gotta go for now. Just say now you gotta go for now.
I gotta go for now.
Bye. All right, thank you, Charles.